on the dance to the podcast land. Beyond the beat. Beyond the beats. Beyond the beat. Beyond the beats.
Well, hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to Beyond the BeatZ, the stage where music moves us, dance free us, and every beat tells a story. I'm Carla, your host, curator of rhythm, and your guide through the sounds and steps that make us feel alive. This is more than a show, it's a celebration of music, movement, and the people who bring them to life. DJs, choreographers, dancers, producers, teachers, students, and everyone who find themselves when the beats drops. Each week, I will spotlight fresh music, remix culture, choreo tips, behind the scenes stories, and the artists who shape the dance floor. Whether you're freestyling in your living room, rehearsing for a stage, or crafting a playlist that moves the room, this space is for you. Grab your water, find your space, and let's move beyond the beats. Before I start, I want to say thank you for my behind the scene Joey. Joey and his wife Blakely, they sent me this beautiful Christmas card. I love having my Christmas cards, you guys. These are their kids. They are amazing. The cards are so beautiful. I'm so in love with the cards. So Merry Christmas for the Carton family. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your cards, you guys. I love that I'm being part of the family. So I do love you and appreciate you a lot. Thank you. Um, so I do have a inspiring story, inspiring person tonight, and the person that's here tonight is none than Chelsea Michaud. Everyone knows Chelsea, but not everybody knows her story. So I do welcome today a true force of perseverance and inspiration. Chelsea's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. In 2019, her life changed dramatically when paralysis struck. Yet, she refused to let it define her. A triple major in nursing, psychology, and medical assisting, she has continued her studies with unwavering determination. By 2023, she was not only excelling academically, but also conquering 5Ks, 10Ks, and 5 mile runs, all in her everyday chair. Then comes 2024, a year that tested her strength once again. Diagnosed with myasthenia gravis, I don't know how to say it, I butcher it, I'm sure, an autoimmune
It's
disease
okay.
that left her intubated and trashed for 9 months. Chelsea still found ways to stay connected to her passion. Through FaceTime, she joined Zumba events, proving that even in her lowest moments, her spirit could not be broken. And I attest to that. And in true Chelsea's fashion, she surprised her fellow instructors by becoming both B1 and Gold Zumba instructor this year. She came to my class asking me to read the back of her t shirt, and I was screaming in tears. She did that. She did that. A testament to her grit and love for movement. Her goals for the next 6 months are as bold as her spirit to learn how to walk again, graduate, and run her first half marathon. Chelsea is more than a survivor. She's a trailblazer, a motivator, and a living reminder that no obstacle is too great when passion and perseverance lead the way. Please join me in celebrating the unstoppable journey of Chelsea Michaud. Chelsea, how are you tonight, sweetie?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I can't wait for tonight. I can't wait to hear your story and let everybody hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I'm excited. A
I'm
little nervous,
excited
but
too.
excited.
Oh my God. No, no, you're not. No, you're not. I'm nervous having you here tonight,
I got this.
Chelsea. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So tell me, what first drew you to nursing, psychology, and medical assisting as the triple major?
Um, I really don't know what drew me that way, but I know from when I was in kindergarten many moons ago, I wrote on
Me.
my All About Me poster that I wanted to be a nurse like my nana when I grew up. So we started the nursing path up until last year is when I kind of turned for medical assisting since I had all the credits to do so. Um, and my goal is to like if I can get a job as a medical in pediatrics, which is my dream, if they know that I'm going for my bachelor's of nursing, that they'll keep me on and I can. So that's why. And then psych came out of nowhere. Taking the classes, and I ended up with another degree. So
That's awesome. I know that for me, you're breaking up, and some of the words I cannot listen to. Joe, is the same for you too? Are you? Can you hear everything, or she's breaking up a little bit? Okay, so the Wi-Fi is a little iffy from your part, Chelsea, but we're gonna keep rolling because we want to learn more about Chelsea, the person that persevered everything, especially with I want to know at first. We went last week to a ladies' night out, and the first thing you told me that I used to dance this, I used to do this, and it like you're not just walking, girl, you're flying, you're doing something that a lot of people would say, no, I'm not gonna do this anymore. So tell me the impact that being on a wheelchair had on your life and how it all started. What happened? So, and tell me a little bit about that journey.
can you repeat that question?
You couldn't hear it. I want to learn more about your journey through being able to walk and not being able to walk.
Um, um, Before I was paralyzed, I did a lot of Zumba classes at my local gym. Um, I did Aqua Zumba, which was one of my favorite classes to take. I was the youngest out of like 30 people in that darn swimming pool. Uh, I learned that the elderly were watching me, and so I would like move to the back of the pool so no one could see me swim. Um, and then I did some Zumba classes, but I also used the line dance too. So Our Ladies' Night Out, it kind of brought back those memories of like dancing. But I didn't think I was going to get back into Zumba after my paralysis. And a couple of years ago, when I joined the YMCA and their adaptive program, they talked about joining your class and Abby's class. About this. Like, how can I dance in a wheelchair? And I did it. And then we got there through a lovely grant. And now I just spin in circles with ease versus using my everyday chair that does not spin for the life of it. And I feel free. I feel being in my tennis chair that I use for Zumba, it makes me feel whole. It makes me feel I hate this word again. Um, like nothing can stop me, even though I don't fit through doorways with the darn thing, with the wheels on. Um, but it makes me feel free to move the way I would if I was able to stand and walk, if that makes sense.
Yes, and I know if nobody saw the chairs, that your chair, the chair have like wheels like this. They literally look like wings. They literally look like you
They're
are flying.
angled.
That's amazing. That's so beautiful. And every single time you do one of the songs, I just I see you like literally flying. And we say in the song like fly, fly, and then you twirl, girl. I love that song for you because I feel that you are flying. I feel that you are doing that from your heart. And this is something that I always wait for you to come to class, as I enjoy seeing you being yourself in Zumba class. What make
Yeah.
you want to be a Zumba instructor?
Um, I don't really know like a good answer to give you, but what I do know is, over the last 6.5 years being in a wheelchair, I've been told that I can't do things, and I didn't want that to stop me for Zumba. Becoming a commit dance fitness instructor as well. Finding out that I'm the only one combined as an instructor in a wheelchair. So I was like, if I can do that, I can do Zumba and hopefully inspire others that are in similar situations as mine, that it's not the end of the world and that they can dance just the same as anyone else.
I love it.
So
I
that,
love that, Chelsea. I do remember last year. Um, it was a really hard year for you, for everybody that had to see you go through hell and back, to say the least. What was that like for Chelsea, and what did this year teach you for the 2025?
um, not to give up.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
you
so
would be on,
important.
like, who would have thought you would be on bed in ICU fighting for your life for 9 months on life support? I remember go and January I signed up for a 5-mile run in Boston. My
Yeah,
mom thought I was nuts. Uh, Home from the hospital, and she's like, "Why going to Boston in a month?" And I'm like, "Cause I need to do what I love, which is running and Zumba. And if I'm going to Zumba without my doctors knowing, I can run a 5-mile run too. What's the difference?" And
yeah,
so, I remember going to Boston and crying and bawling my eyes out. Not because I'm in pain. Well, I was in pain, but um, just getting that medal at that finish line to know that I just fought for my life for 9 months. And
yeah,
I had a trach, and I'm now running a 5-mile run 2 months after discharge.
yeah.
Everyone thought I was nuts, but it's what makes me happy, you know? It's that perseverance, like
Yes,
not giving
I
up.
love that.
It's not
No,
the end
never
of
give
the
up.
world.
So I know that you just didn't run the marathon. You did go to swim as well. You went and you had yourself on a what it's called? Can you
Um,
share that?
so New York City, in July, and I went surfing in Queens, New
Yeah,
York at Rockaway Beach. Literally a month after I was intubated, not a month, a year after. So July 2024, I was in the ICU at Yale New Haven, fighting for my life on life support, not knowing if I would make it. And then a year later, I'm hitting the freaking waves in New York City and not letting anything stop me. It was an amazing time in New York, and I never thought you can surf in New York, but you can. And we've not only gone surfing once this year, we've gone twice, and I can't wait for next summer.
That's just amazing. I love that. I love that, Chelsea. This is a place, a positive place, Joseph. Just stay positive, honey, okay? Thank you so much for being here and for listening to Chelsea's story. So, Chelsea, let's move and talk a little bit about, your journey. Having, like all the stuff that you went through, it's something really like if we hurt our finger, we start crying. You lost the ability to walk. You lost the ability to feel your body when you were able to walk. How did this affect you mentally, and what did you do to just say no? I can do it. I will do it. I will not let anything stop me. We appreciate you, Joseph.
I was never very positive um, when I first was paralyzed.
Yes.
It took a lot to overcome. I had to depend on everybody. Um, Being a quadriplegic, which is I'm paralyzed from the chest, I had to depend on my parents for a lot of things. The biggest move I did, moving out of my parents' home and moving into my friend's house where I have my own space, and my independence became a lot more, and
Yes.
learning how to drive. You are able to drive with hand controls and you have that freedom back, it changes everything. So you can come and go as you please. You can go shopping whenever you want to. You go to school. But getting that independence back, it changed me mentally for the better. So,
I Yeah. I love that. There's a lot of people that are going through so much in their life right now, Chelsea. What can you tell them about all of this?
um, never give up. And no matter if you're paralyzed or if you have respiratory failure like I do due to my autoimmune disease, myasthenia gravis, keep pushing forward, even when doctors and whoever, the general public, tells you that you can't do anything. Make that be the fire that let that be the fuel to your fire.
I agree.
Because it's not the end of the world. Even though it may feel
No,
like it, it's really not.
I agree 100%. I agree 100% with you. Never let anybody tell you anything. So, how do you adapt choreo and cues for seated or adaptive Zumba?
One thing I learned from doing the gold license is I don't have much dexterity, so I can't 2 or 3 or 4 to like direct my class when I start teaching.
Yes.
But I've learned to use my voice and verbally explain what I want them to do and how many counts. Like when we do our song with flying, I want you to fly.
Yes.
So flap your arms like you're flying. Because that's the only way I can explain it. Really saying everything.
I just love that. Like I say, when you come to class, um, we can see it's not just me. You can feel it. We can like you see everybody is shining. Everybody loves you in class, and everybody is waiting for you to be in there. And they all like wait for you to go and teach that song, especially with the flying. And I love when you do, you don't like put your arms like straight, you go like you really flying and you turn with your chair.
Yeah.
It's such an amazing feeling. I love it. I love that. I love that when you do it. So you make everybody happy. You make everybody feel at peace. And this is something that I don't take it I love that in you, Chelsea. Um, so I know that when you want to train, you're that person that's um, perfect. Like you tend to be to the perfection of things. And I know when you
I
went to
try.
train for Zumba, you took that booklet that they told you to like print and everything. So you are that person to that perfection. Are you gonna try and teach a class soon? A Zumba class by
Um,
yourself soon?
Eventually, when I graduate in June,
Yes.
the plan is to job somewhere. As a medical assistant, is to teach Zumba.
I love that. I would be
And
at your first
because it's
Zumba class,
very,
girl.
it's yeah.
I can't wait for you to walk the stage because we all know how much, struggle did you get from last year. And this year it has been a really like a different year for you. So that's such a perfect
Yeah.
perseverance that I can't. So you are a very empowering person like yourself. How can you empower people as well and make them feel safe at the same time when they want to do something like you're doing, especially when they are um, going to do the 5K and with someone body able that sitting at home listening to you today and they want to do the 5K or they want to become a Zumba instructor or they want to go and pursue their education, what can you tell them to give them that empowerment that do not stop, do not sit, do not listen to what everyone is telling you? What can you tell these people today?
Um, that's a good question. Um, like pertaining for like Zumba and the 5Ks that I do and the half marathons that I'm going to be doing. Um, don't let anything like an illness, a disability, or like tell you that you can't do something. Your fuel. Keep your flame going. And if I can do it too. I might not be as fast as you or vice versa, um, but it's not the end of the world. And if you have something in mind, stick to it. Work up to those goals. You know, if you don't run a 5K, but you want to run a 5K, start by walking your first one. It doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you cross that finish line. That's all that matters, and that's all that matters. Don't worry about the timing or how many people are ahead of you or behind you. Just keep going because most likely you're not going to be the last one crossing that darn finish line.
Agreed, 100%. And you're saying you're not fast enough. Are you kidding me? We need to run after
My
you with those
rolling
wheels.
my rolling pace is your walking pace for most people. So if it's downhill, I'm leaving you in the dust. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna beat me up.
I love it. I love it. Chelsea, I want you to share something because every single time you come to class, you tell me, girl, I'm in trouble. I had one of your songs on my in my car and people were looking at me funny. So can you share that can you please share that with everybody tonight?
So I've songs and even songs, a little bit of everybody's songs. I
Yes.
Spotify playlist, and there'll be times where the light is taking too long, and I'll start dancing in the car, and then all of a sudden the person next to me is like, especially if it's summer out and your windows are down, and a cop pulls and they literally are looking at you like you're crazy in your car. But it'll get me in trouble when I booty across my radio system in my car.
And then you'd be like shaking that booty every single time. And she's like, girl, I was in trouble today. I blasted the song and I'm shaking that booty. I love that in you. I love that you are making a change in the world because the world needs more than you, more like you, Chelsea, in the world. And you're always laughing, you're always smiling, you're always seeing the world in a positive way. And that's what's important. That's what matters. And you are beyond amazing. You're beyond amazing. And to tell you something that every single time I don't see you in class, I'm like happy because I see my other students. But when you come in class, you shine in, and I'm like smiling from ear to ear. Especially when you and Tina start making fun of me with your nose and smells so like that.
No,
I'll get you.
that's
I'll
totally
get you with that
Tina.
stuff. I know. You, right? You flap your wings at me.
the chicken dance. Because I don't know what to
I
do with
love
my
this
arms.
stuff.
So we'll just do the chicken dance every single time.
Yes. I love that.
Don't
I
worry, when I
love
have my class will be doing chicken dance.
100%. We will do all the chicken dance. I love it. So tell me, Chelsea, what role does community play in your fitness journey?
Can you repeat that question,
Of course. I know that
please?
it's breaking up. So, what role does community play in your fitness journey?
What role does community play in my fitness journey?
Yes,
Hmm. I guess having my community behind me and all the things that I do.
yes,
Because if it wasn't for my Zumba community, my Zumba family, I don't know where I would be.
I love it. We all love you. And if it wasn't for you either, Chelsea, we don't know where we are either. We love you so much, you know that. Um,
Yes.
so what's the most creative adaptation you've used in a routine other than the chicken dance?
I don't know. Sometimes it takes me a hot minute to figure out what to do with my arms when you are moving your
Yes.
legs.
I love
So I
when
think
you
the
take
biggest
off the straps from your
oh,
legs.
when I'm getting out of yeah, yes, when I take so I can stomp as much as I
Yes,
can.
I love that. I love that you do that. And I love when you twirl. I love when you move backwards with us, will move forward with us. You're such a warrior. I can't. Um, I'm telling you, you make everybody happy when you're in class. And it's just amazing to see no Macarena. She can do Macarenas, Joe. She can do the Macarena.
We haven't done it in a minute.
I know. You should see when she's doing belly dance or she's shaking that booty. She will be shaking that booty on that chair like there's no other. Like it's just She's amazing. I'm telling you now, she's amazing. That's why she gets herself in trouble every single time in that car. Always.
Myself gets in trouble when I drop into classes out of state. And then I forget
Yeah.
that every instructor teaches it differently. And I start doing it Carla's way or Abby's way or whoever's way. And they all look at me and they're like, oh, we like that version better. So come up here and teach it with us. And I'm like, no.
I love that. I love that. I remember you went to New York and they asked you to come and do the the version that you do in class.
Class
That's
is
such an
60.
amazing. That's wow. That's beautiful.
Too
I love
many
it.
people for my comfort.
No, it's not. It's not. You can teach more than 60
Yeah, that's
people,
too
girl.
many people for my comfort at first.
Chelsea, what advice would you give instructors who want to make classes more inclusive?
You were
Because,
breaking up for
not
me.
okay, so every single class is different. We know that instructors are different. But what can you tell those instructors that they don't have the inclusivity as it's supposed to because they never had a body able person in their class? What can you tell those instructors to do if they want to make their classes more inclusive? What advice would you
Add
give
more
them?
arm movements. Lots more arm movements. If your legs and you're doing then because if I can't so with my legs, arms. Um it might take you a minute to figure that out, but if you can do it with your legs, we all can do it with our arms. And anyone can do it seated or standing. So it just bridges everything together.
Yes. I love that, especially when I do this for you and you will do the same, like we're both doing the same.
Yeah.
So I love that. It's hard. I get it 100% what you're saying. It's hard sometimes to pick up on the stuff, and some instructors are not used to it. But yes, the usage of arm is really important for someone with a body able. I appreciate you sharing that a lot. Um, do you have any morning rituals that help you start the day with purpose?
Nope.
I
My
know you
mornings are
do.
most of the time it's very busy with school right now. So
Yes.
I'm lucky if I get up with my first alarm.
Sometimes I'm like, no, I just want to sleep. You do that too?
Mm.
I know we're breaking up a little bit, so sometimes you're not hearing me and stuff like that. So I appreciate that we're still on and trying to figure things out. Chelsea, how do you celebrate small wins in recovery and school?
Um, I don't know. I know like if I'm going to like a Zumba event, um, I have to prepare myself because I'm not supposed to be in my chair more than so many hours at a time.
Yes.
And so I'll prepare by, the day before, not doing anything, leaving my house and, either watching Netflix in bed or working on a side. Um, but when I'm out and about, I don't know, there's really no till the end of the day.
I like last week we were celebrating a lot. You were in the car for the whole day, girl. Last week it was crazy. And we ended up
Yeah,
going
last
out
Saturday was
and
crazy.
oh my God, we ended up going out. We were enjoying our time. and we were having fun with the line dancing. It was super fun. It was super fun. That was such an amazing night. But you were on that chair for the whole night. I think it was from 10 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock at night. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah. I don't know how I did that day either, but all I know is when I came home from dancing, I got Amazon and my bed never felt so good before.
Oh my God. I know. I get it 100%. So let's talk a little bit about what you want to do for the future, Chelsea. What's the future height for Chelsea Michelle? And what you want to say to the world about what do you have in mind and how you are fighting the big fight to get what you want in life?
My big goals is like I mentioned earlier with my schooling, um, is to become a pediatric medicine and a pediatric nurse. Um, Everyone tells you when you go into pediatrics, oh, why do you want pediatrics? You don't have to worry about the parents. And yes, I care about the parents. I'm there to take care of their child. And the reason I want to do pediatrics, specifically pediatric rehabilitation medicine, is I want to give parents hope. I want them to look at me treating their child while I'm in my wheelchair. And
Yes,
if their child is a newly spinal cord patient or cerebral palsy or any of those, uh, um, but if they have that type of disability and they have to resort to a wheelchair to get around, that it's
yes,
not the end of the world. And the kids look at me as like a role model and
agree.
be like, well, if my nurse Chelsea can do her job as a nurse in her wheelchair, I might not be able to chase the bad guys, but I can be a detective. It's possible as long as you put your mind to it.
Agree.
And those are like my big goals, just to give those fans hope
I
of
love
strength.
that.
Have I didn't have a big support system when I became paralyzed. Um, I went to a nursing at in my 20s. I was the youngest patient, obviously, and
Yeah,
when I ended up going to Gaylord the next year for intensive rehab, it was during COVID. So like
yeah,
I never got people like myself to Gaylord, and seeing what I can do with adaptive sports. We have a children's adaptive sports state of Connecticut. And I want to like inform these families that hey, if your kid liked to play basketball before, they can play wheelchair basketball. If they want to dance, hey, guess what? We'll set you up with a sport and you can go ahead and dance. It's going to do a little different. Okay.
true.
So, yeah, that's that's the bigger picture next year
I love this big
and years to
picture. I
come.
love that. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. Chelsea, I want you to tell people something that they don't know about, you know, the people that they are on a wheelchair. Because a lot of people think that like you cannot dress yourself or you cannot use the restroom by yourself or you cannot do a lot of stuff. What can you tell people that they don't know much about you that you are able to do and stop treating you like the person that you cannot be?
Um, I'm the most independent I've been um, since my paralysis kicked in,
Yes.
and someone's in a wheelchair. doesn't mean that they can't do X, Y, and Z. Yes, some people do need getting dressed. After so many years of outpatient therapy, inpatient therapy, I on my own, so I didn't have to depend on anyone. I cook, I manage everything on my own. Um, between your daily living tasks, showering, using the restroom, feeding yourself, I had to relearn everything last year, actually, when I was on life support. I had to learn how
Yes.
to breathe again and how to eat by mouth again, because I had a feeding. And you
Yes.
don't think that you go through it, but if you ever do have to go through it, you're not alone. There's always going to be somebody in your corner, even if it's another patient and you're you'll come across someone who's been in a chair for 20 plus years versus you that's been in your chair for 3 years, give you tips and tricks and
Yes.
talk to you about ways, and a lot of friends are.
Are you still with us, Chelsea? I can't hear you anymore.
I am.
Okay.
You can't hear me?
Right now, yes. It stopped for some reason, like for a little
Okay.
bit.
That's weird.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I do believe your Wi-Fi is a little bit tricky tonight, but that's okay. So, yes, we were talking about what you want to tell people about Body Able, and um to continue that, um what do you want them to stop saying, or how do you want them to like not look at you in some ways that you cannot do stuff, which is, we both know that you are able to do a lot. What do you want to tell people to stop doing, especially for someone being on a wheelchair?
Um, biggest thing is don't judge a book by its cover.
100%.
You learn
Girl, you were
that at
you
a
were
young
going up the
learn that at
stairs.
a very young age. Yes.
Yes.
But even as a judge, um, don't belittle us and don't judge us what we're capable of.
100%. Um, what's next with your Zumba journey, Chelsea?
I want to start teaching my own classes. That's my big goal.
Yes. Are you gonna
To
learn
see more
to do
people
other
like
than,
myself.
yes? Do you wanna like go furthermore in your B1 and gold, or do you wanna teach kids? What's next for Chelsea?
M- my next my next kids. I want Zumba kids licensing.
Yes,
It'll be
I do
fun.
see you
And
having, I do see you that, yeah.
it'll be a full.
I couldn't hear that. It's you're breaking up a lot, so I couldn't hear it. So you said you wanna do Zumba kids. Other than that, I couldn't hear.
Yeah, I want to do Zumba kids, and
Yes.
my dream is to have a bunch of children like my doing Zumba kids. That's my ultimate goal.
That's such an amazing,
We'll
amazing
just all
thing.
be
That's a
spinning
great
circles
goal.
doing the chicken dance.
Oh my God. I love you and your chicken dance. I just love it. Chelsea, how do you stay connected to friends when energy is low?
We FaceTime. if I don't have the energy to go out, like out to dinner or go
Yes.
have a shopping, we FaceTime. Even if I'm in bed, we FaceTime. Basically, how we connect, especially the friends that live out of state.
Yes. What does a perfect rest day look like to you?
A perfect dress day?
Hmm.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't want to just like
I really,
sit and
I
do nothing. You don't have a
so
rest day.
busybody that I can't sit.
I know you can't, right?
No. Still, it's like I have ants in my pants.
I do, I agree. I do feel that. Like you come from school to Zumba, then you go from Zumba and you do something else. I know you, girl. I know you. Oh my God. So there's a lot of people saying hi to you in the chat. And Karen just popped in to say that's my girl and stuff like that. So you made up friends, you made up a lot of friends from all over, all around. Susan is saying hi as well. So Susan, Karen, Denise, Joe, Anna, and Keisha, Scott, Edwin. I don't know if you know Edwin, and Daniel. They came to say hi to you in the chat. And they're saying how an amazing person you are, and you're an inspiration for everybody, Chelsea, which I totally agree with them, because you're inspiring people on so many level. And when they see you doing what you're doing uh, with um, um, with your body, and everything that you went through with from last year to this year, and the recovery, the journey that you went through, and how you set goals that this year is going to be my year. This year I'm going to do the marathon. This year I'm going to do this and this and that. And you're just not saying it, you are doing it. And I'm like,
I'm doing
I'm
it slowly
personally
but
proud.
surely.
I'm personally proud of you. I'm proud of you, and I love you so much, and you know that. I always tell you how much I love you, how much I'm like clapping for your successes, because you teach us a lot of stuff that we need to be taught in life, and how life is really um it can be easy when we respect each other, when we are kind to each other. And you are that person, you are that kind person that spreading joy everywhere she goes. Um, Tell me, how do you imagine your ideal role in healthcare 5 years from now?
My ideal role 5 years from now, being a
Yeah.
pediatric nurse. I don't know what floor I want to work on. I want bedside. Everyone's like, "Oh, work for an insurance company." I don't have the patience for any of that. But I want to do bedside nursing. That's where I see myself in 5 years with the medical field.
So this year you're graduating, you're walking in 2026, right?
Yeah,
Are you graduating
I
this year?
graduate. I graduate in June 2026 with 2 degrees. And then I'll continue on for my bachelor's of nursing.
That's such an amazing. That's amazing. What's one policy change you would like to see in healthcare for patients with disability?
That's a hard one
I
because I
know.
feel like I can write a book about it.
Yeah.
Um, from being a patient the last year, listen to your patients and treat us how you would want to be treated.
100%. Yep.
I've had good and bad providers over the last 12 months, over 12 months, whatever you want to call it. And I've learned a lot from my healthcare providers, from nursing and doctors, etc. But everybody with a disability is different. We're like snowflakes. Not every snowflake is the same. We're all different. And with my autoimmune disease, it's actually called the snowflake disease because not every patient will present the same. And that's one thing I want everybody to know. We're all snowflakes.
Yeah.
We're all different.
100%. Do you have any professor that had the biggest impact on you?
No, I make a big impact on them.
You do, right? So you did something clinically challenging couple days ago, and you were telling me about it. Can you care to share about that experience?
So, last Monday, while I was in clinicals, day back from being hospitalized for a month and a half. And in clinicals, we are learning how to do blood draws. And unfortunately, with my I have affects my right side, and I learned how to do blood draws with my non-dominant hand, which is my left, and I got it on the first shot. It didn't take 5 million. And then same thing this past week. My professor's like, "Hey, Chelsea, go set up. I'll be right there." I'm like, "Who wants to be my? Who wants to get stuns?" And once again, I got them all on the first shot.
I
My
love that.
professor has never seen. They've never seen anyone do it with their non-dominant hand.
I love it. I love it. I love
So
it. You were telling me that, and I was like all over the roof, like listening to that story. That's such an amazing
yeah,
story, Chelsea. It's like you work it, you make it work, you make it work. And that's what's important in life. You never say no, and you make everything work for you. And that's what I love about you. That's perseverance that you do. And I want to ask about something as well, because we were talking about that. I forgot the question that it's not written, and you're talking about something, and I wanted to ask you. I'll come back to it, honestly. But so you had a lot of setbacks going back to school, and they did tell you you're not gonna be able to come back, but you kept fighting, you kept asking, and you kept saying that I can. And that was one of the things that I really loved about you, especially when you were at the in 2024, in not in school, not knowing what's next in your life, but you kept fighting, and you kept doing what you need to do to go back to your medical academic classes. And this, for me, I think I'm like super proud of you, and I'm like all over the place having you juggling all of this and get to your goal, which is so amazing. And I cannot wait for your graduation, girl. I can't this year. I can't. Like I'm talking and I'm like so happy with all the plans that you have in your life. So let's talk a little bit about your like some fiery questions until I really remember the question I wanted to ask you. Tell me, coffee or tea?
What was that?
Coffee or tea? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Co-
Coffee.
Coffee or tea? Coffee, like me. What's your favorite song to teach in a class?
Booty.
I knew it. I knew it.
Both of the booty songs. And
Yes.
Gasolina. And
Yes,
I can just
Gasolina.
start
That's
rattling songs off. And then Abby's class, Policeman.
oh yes.
And her
Oh my
Miami
God.
song.
Oh my God. Yeah, Mr. Policeman. Mr. Policeman. Oh my God. That's a pretty one. I love that too. One word that describes your 2024.
Hmm. Chaotic.
I was thinking the same word. I cannot even. Yes, chaotic. Chaotic. What's your go-to comfort food?
Um, my mom's chicken noodle soup
Oh, I love that. I want some from that soup.
and spetzel
Yes, she does. She does good chicken soup.
and spet too.
Wow. A place you want to travel to and why?
Um, I want to travel back to Germany
Yes,
to see my family.
I love that. I love that. One habit you want to build in the next year.
What happens in the next year?
One habit you want to build up for next year.
One habit. Hmm. I'm not sure. You have some good questions. I don't know. I have an answer to that one.
It's okay. You're fine. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
I think to never give up.
Yeah, never give up. What's one thing you wish people understood about living with chronic illness?
Can you repeat that for me, please?
Of course. What's one thing you wish people understood about living with chronic illness?
Um, not everything's visible on the outside.
Not everything is visible on the outside.
Um,
Yeah.
because I know like when I've gone out with friends and obviously I park in handicap parking because I need the room to get out of my car, put my chair
Yes.
together. And you see someone my age parking in handicap, but they don't have a cane with them that day or a walker. You don't know what's going on the inside.
True.
Um, you would never know if I wasn't paralyzed. You would never know what I have. Especially with the genetic condition that I was born with.
Yes.
Um, it causes me to fall a lot when I was able to walk, and my joints would dislocate and I risk breaking a bone. And yes, I'm young, but I need that spot as much as you do. So,
Mhm.
don't be judgmental and have some courtesy towards others because you don't know what that person is going through.
Which comes to always be kind. You never know what the other person is going through. Always be kind. I love it. What gives you the most joy right now, Chelsea?
Hmm?
What gives you the most joy right now?
Most joy.
Yeah,
Being home and being with friends and family. This will
yeah.
be my first holiday, like my first Christmas in 3 years that I'm not admitted to the hospital. So I'm seeing every moment that I have that I'm home.
I love that. I love it.
And making those
Any
memories.
So what you're doing now that it's almost done with your school and you're having vacation, where are you going? Is there any plans you have?
No plans right now. We'll see what happens in the future.
Okay. I have my eyes on you, Chelsea. I have my eyes on you. Chelsea, what do you want? What do you want to tell people um that they don't understand, like, what is it, what's life is on a wheelchair? They don't understand it and they want to understand it. Or how can you tell people that they are body able and they are struggling every single time with either mental health or questioning themselves or questioning what they're doing in life? So these are two different peoples that we're talking about. What can you tell them? And if you have anything else to share tonight on the show to spread that awareness.
um, I guess from being body abled point of view,
Yes,
um, don't be afraid to ask someone like myself if we need help, especially when we're in the grocery store and you see me staring at the aisle, looking up, and in the top shelf is what I need. Um,
yes,
just politely say, "Hey, ma'am, do you need help grabbing something?" 10 out of 10 times we're gonna be like, yes, please.
yes.
Like, you'll see me bump on top of my tire to try to reach something. Don't be afraid to ask. um like, even tonight I stopped to get gas on my way home, and the guy that worked there saw me throwing my chair together to go inside to pay for gas, but the ramp was blocked, which is a very big pet peeve of mine. And I was like, "Hey, can I give you my cash? Can you just go put it on my pump for me so I don't have to move these boxes?" And he goes, "No, I'll move these boxes. They shouldn't be here anyways." So I come out and he's at my car already starting to pump my gas for me
Sweet.
because he asked what grade of gas that I needed. So it's like simple things like that. Um, because it'll take me 20 minutes just to pump gas. By the time I
Yes,
get myself out of the car, put together, pump the gas, and then get back in the car, the amount of impatient people that you come across, honking their horn at you, like, hurry up. And I don't always like being asked if I need help, but it's nice. It's a nice gesture to put out there, because if the person says, no, I'm good, okay, thank you anyways,
true.
and at least you have it in your heart that you attempted to help that person. Even if they're not in a wheelchair and they're utilizing a mobility aid, any type of help helps. Like, even I went to Target today and this guy took my shopping cart and unloaded my whole cart onto the belt for me because he saw me struggling getting things out of the basket that I hurled into my cart that I did need. So, and vice versa. Um, Someone who's in a wheelchair uses a mobility device to someone who also uses a mobility device. Try to become that person's friend, because they might not have someone in their corner that understands what
Yes.
they are going through. Um, they might have not been able to go to rehab, and so they don't have those skills to, get around. Like, I've been asked so many times when I've gone to my adaptive sports events or to Zumba, you drive? How do you drive? What do you use
Yes.
to drive? Like, nobody knows unless if you've seen my setup in my car. You would never know that I steer my steering wheel with my forearm. I don't
Yes.
use my hand. And that someone that's body abled can drive my car still. Like, they don't think about those things until they need hand controls installed. And I don't mind, going up to somebody who's also in a wheelchair and, hey, do you drive yet? Like, how can we get you hand controls so you can get your independence back and you don't have to worry about waiting for a taxi, or will they cancel your taxi on you? I've been there,
Yeah.
done that way too many times. So it's being there for one another and helping one another out.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that, Chelsea. A lot of people needed to hear this. Chelsea, it's we're over the hour, but I still want to ask you a couple more questions. You've
Okay.
known, girl, you've known for your tutus. What can you tell me about these tutus when you go to events?
I have a tutu for every event at this point, for every holiday, every event.
Yes.
I even started wearing the tutus for my runs, and so now I'm known as the tutu runner in a wheelchair. Um, I don't know what started the tutus.
I
Um,
know what did. Do you want me to tell you?
Go
Do you
for it, because
remember?
I no.
It was my birthday. The
Oh
first time
yes,
you wore
the
a
green
tutu, it
tutu.
was the green tutu on my birthday.
But I don't know why I wanted a tutu.
Yeah, I don't know why
I searched
either. You
everywhere for a
wore mine.
green tutu.
Yes, you wore mine on that day, and then the next day you went and bought one, and you bought me some green stuff. I think I don't know what did you get me. It was so cute.
I
Oh,
got
I
you
think you
beads,
got me. Yeah, and
like
then
the
and then
Mardi Gras beads,
the flowers all over my neck too.
the flower
That was so
lace.
sweet. Yes, yeah. But I do remember the first time. Yes.
So now I'm
And
known for
then
my tutus in the Zumba
you're known
community.
for your tutus, the tutu girl. Love that. Are you going tomorrow for Birgitta's holiday of giving?
What was that?
Are you going tomorrow for Birgitta's event, holiday of giving?
No, tomorrow is a rest day. Um,
Okay. So I wanna shout out for our Gita. She have a special guest, Jose Rodriguez. He will be at the Elite Fitness Club in Seymour, Connecticut. And it's a 75-minute Zumba toy drive. So it benefits friend to friend and for East Granby, the Connecticut East Granby. Just bring a new unwrapped toy and dance for that cause. So the special guest is Jose Rodriguez, and with local instructors tomorrow. I'm going to be there. I'm gonna go and enjoy and support the community. So if anybody is interested in helping out, please come tomorrow and enjoy the time with us and everyone from the community. Um, so Chelsea, What else you want to share from your journey?
I think I shared everything.
Are you sure you're not trying to hide something?
I
Or
don't
this will be maybe after?
think so.
Chelsea, everybody loves you. You're such an amazing personality that, like I said, when you go into the classroom, wherever you go, you light up that place with your positivity, with your smile. Everyone looks at you as a person who is not just walking, who's flying. Nobody is seeing you that you have a wheelchair. They're seeing you literally flying because you uh, go in and you teach every single one of us how to fight, how to persevere, everything that we are going through. If Chelsea can do it, anybody can do it. I love it for you that you are a Zumba instructor. I love that you run the marathons, and I love that you go to swim and you go and drive and do everything that everyone can do, and you never say no to anything. I'm so proud of you. I'm so
I
proud
don't
of the
say
person
no.
that you are. You don't. I love the person
Nope.
that you are today. And I cannot wait to see what the future is hiding for you, my friend, because you deserve the best, as you are the best.
Thank you.
I love you so much. I don't want to finish this, but it is coming to an end. But I want you, before I wrap up, I want you to let our audience know where they can connect with you. I know that you don't have a classes right now, but you do have social media. If people want to connect, they need to ask you questions. Maybe how to become a Zumba instructor at some point, or how they can go to school to become nurses, how they can fight the fight that you are fighting without like stopping or hitting a wall. I want everyone to follow your journey and keep the rhythm alive.
So I do have social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I'm even on TikTok. I do share my journey on TikTok. So, um, along with my personal Facebook page. So you can find me on all three of those.
Do you have a different name on TikTok, or you have all the same names, Chelsea?
If you give me a second, let me pull up my TikTok because I can't remember my handle for the life of me.
100%. I'm okay with that.
So my Facebook and my Instagram, find me with my name, Chelsea Michaud. But then for TikTok, my handle is unstoppable Chelsea M.
And you are unstoppable, honey. You are unstoppable. So, from music to movement, from sneakers to stories, you showed up, you shared, and you reminded us of what this community is all about: heart, creativity, and love without limits. If you vibed with us today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment about your favorite moment. Until next time, keep shining your light, keep lifting each other, and keep dancing like nobody's watching while inspiring everybody who is. Have a good night, everyone.